Okay, and I'm back. I've decided to come back to VHS tapes for a little bit, show off the rest of the collection there. Maybe only two more parts of this, so a couple more hours, if anybody's watching at all. But it's a nice mental exercise, I guess, if anything. I guess we'll start with a few tapes I got today. I got these at the Value Village. Paid a little more, paid $2 each. Usually pay $1 each for tapes, so thought I couldn't pass up this Naked Lunch cover. It's a David Cronenberg movie, obviously it says at the top. It's a really good one based on the William Burroughs novel. Kind of a lot of self-referential, like autobiographical info in there, surrealism, and some drug, as always with Burroughs, some drug references and metaphors about drug use. But really cool kind of pseudo sci-fi movie. As you can see, the surreal cover and everything. The restricted sticker. You can hold that in frame. But a really, really cool movie. At least just by a big studio, 20th Century Fox, with Peter Weller's really good in it. And I've seen this a number of times. Really fun movie, but nice to pick up on VHS today. This is probably a $20 VHS. And I couldn't pass this one up, just probably a terrible quality distributor copy. But you don't see a lot of these like weird Italian movies or something that are actually set in the time period. You know, it's not going to be like a Western or a martial arts movie or something. It's actually a mafia movie set in that time period, so I guess early 70s. The two aging stars, Lee Van Cleef and Anthony Sabato Sr., and then Telly Savalas, who's Kojak. So maybe that'll be fun. A weird release of this, platinum. Put some work into this release. 2001 release. That is late. Very late. Alright, where should I start over here? Guess just what's closest. I think I said before I have Penitentiary 2. But get it in frame on tape. I have some blaxploitation. So this one I haven't seen. Guess he's a boxer. Starring Mr. T. Oh. Maybe this is a little bit later than most blaxploitation, which would be more of a 70s thing, you'd think. An interesting release from Xenon. They're same people I think the other tape was from. Soul Cinema Collection. Got Black Mama, Mama, White Mama. I guess it tells the whole story, the title. Pam Grier, huh? From Foxy Brown, obviously, which I think I have somewhere. Somewhere coming up, actually. So this looks kind of cool. Orion put out, I guess, a Soul Cinema Collection of blaxploitation movies. Really cool look. I like the aesthetic of this label for some reason. Huh. What year is this? 73. Oh, I will have to, like I always have said during this series, I have to watch all my VHS tapes. I haven't watched hardly any of them. Just been exploring Laserdisc too much, I think. Cotton Comes to Harlem. I think this is a famous tape. Famous, I mean movie, not the tape necessarily. Looks like a Private Eye type thing, maybe a Shaft kind of thing going on. Who do we got? Raymond St. Jock, Jeffrey Cambridge. Red Fox is in there, apparently. Huh. Kind of cool. MGM, United Artists. Put this down and move back into the world of blaxploitation. This is the kind of thing I enjoy collecting on old formats. Just little subgenres or things that seem to fit the format to me. So we got that Kodo, and Pam Grier. Got some Got Kodo in a lot of things. Another from the Soul Cinema Collection. Friday Foster, there he is. He's in a lot of different things. Trying to think, maybe like Live and Let Die. Cool cover though. I need to rewind it. Shaka Zulu. The most savage warrior of all time. Not quite sure if this is blaxploitation or just a movie. Oh. Just a biopic of Shaka Zulu, I guess. Trevor Howard, Henry Sella, Edward Fox, and Christopher Lee. So it has some British people in it. Could be quite good. I'll check that out someday. Cleopatra Jones. You see this one around quite a bit. I never got it as a kid. Never rented it. Shelley Winters is in there apparently. A Turkish poppy field is torched and a drug trafficker is known as Mommy is feeling pretty burned. So she's got to mess with 6'2" Cleopatra Jones. Huh. Another big release from Warner Brothers. And here's some more Foxy Brown. This is an EP mode, I think. So this is going to be great quality. Extended play. Yeah, it's real small tape. I'm sure it looks terrible. Kind of looks like what they would put on a silent movie or something, the type of cover with the muted colors and weird looking things in the shot. I guess there's not muted colors around the outside. Just a classic. We don't know Foxy Brown. Pam Grier was in Jackie Brown. Kinda, I'm sure Tarantino loved these kind of movies, and so that's why he put her in that adaptation of an Elmore Leonard story. This has got some Hollywood Video stickers on it. I know I haven't taken them off. Gary Daniels, I remember him, the white martial arts man being in movies. Fatal Blade. He's got to stop the Yakuza who look like white people. Die by the Sword. This looks terrible. His name's Richard Fox in this movie. He's got to stop these drug lords. It's got looks like a Hong Kong director and Hong Kong. A lot of Hong Kong names in it. Some Japanese names. I guess there is some Yakuza, the 2 people. This could be interesting. I don't know. Trinity Home Entertainment. Another one that looks like it was glued on there. Maybe pull these out at the same time. I don't know why I have these. I collected 2 of these travel tapes from Sydney and Norway. I lived in Sydney for a year, so it's kind of interesting to see a little weird travel view tape and travel logger with a, I don't know, an old-timey British spelling. The Wonders of Norway. I'm sure that's boring as dirt. So maybe I can get rid of these. What do they look like? Oh, excellent. Not my typewriter made label. This one looks a little bit more like an actual label. Maybe I pop this in. It's kind of boring. Get rid of these, I guess. There's the Abyss. I just happen to have the Abyss. I don't have a lot of just normal everyday movies, but I really wanted the case for some reason. And I found the Abyss for nothing, and I got and I used the case and kept it, and I just taped it on there, I think. I like the Abyss. Good James Cameron movie. Fun science fiction movie. It's kind of dumbed down at the end. It's kind of dumb, but what are you gonna do? It's a Hollywood movie. It's kind of good. I've seen a lot of better days. I guess it was a rental and they cut it out of the box for some reason. I hate when they do stupid stuff like that. Time Runner with Mark Hamill. This is from, I found at my dad's house. I bought this, I think, from a family video back in the day, because I just been renting it so much. I used to think that Mark Hamill being in a movie was hilarious. Just that fact. And low budget sci-fi movie. really made me want to watch it. It was terrible, and I laughed at it. Oh, Mark Hamill from the Star Wars trilogy. This has got all sorts of junk on it. What does it say? Movies. Thank you. Rewind. Well, I get maybe that was the name of a rental place in some part of the country. Last one in this stack. Jim Thompson's The Kill Off. He's a kind of a brutal detective crime fiction writer from the old 40s and 50s. One of the first writers, Jim Thompson, that made like, gosh, I can't remember the book I read by him. Made kind of the more brutal stuff where the villain is just like a absolute evil scum kind of person. Which is my kind of thing. I like that. I like to read his books, but this one I don't think's on DVD or anything. This is the only format it's on, is this tape. And I found it at a thrift store. It looked really, really dark when I tried to watch it, so I'd be interested to rewatch it now that I have a better setup with S-Video and I'm able to mess with brightness and the monitor I use it at like active brightness and stuff, so should be able to get it looking pretty good, and then I can maybe I'll do a spotlight on it for the channel or something. Film noir for the 90s. This was probably just at film festivals, a little kind of indie production, but it's really, really cool cinematography. A lot of just indie performances, and so it's going to be, you know, unheard of actors and the like. It was really well done, I thought. Really cool for something they just got from probably a film festival. Have a drink of water. What did it win? Best director at Toronto. What's it? Oh no, that's not. Torino Film Festival, like Turin, I guess, Italy. The Kill Off by Xenon. This is a cool tape to have. I guess it shows how far I got. Last time, maybe I was struggling over and over trying to get it to look right. Really cool tape, glad to have it. Not on any other format. There's a weird one. Demon of the Lake. Maybe I should bring in something to hold the things up so you can see them better. Jack Elam and Dub Taylor. I don't know what this is. It was inside of I thought I was getting a different tape. And I went home and this is what was inside. So you never get rid of horror movies, especially this looks like some kind of Sasquatch one, even though it says Demon of the Lake. So really early Sasquatch thing. So maybe I'll pop that in some days, watch more of it. I think I watched this. This was quite interesting. Harvey Keitel movie, where he's like a jazz pianist or something like that, or not a saxophone player. I think he's a pianist, and it's kind of a thriller. He gets caught up in something, like a New York jazz pianist who Willem Dafoe shows up. Gina Gershon and Mira Sorvino, daughter of Paul Sorvino. Huh. I'm not remembering a lot of it, but I did have a lot of fun with it. Is this all sticker residue? Yeah. I don't know what the heck happened here. Maybe I'll try to clean that up at some point. Look for the screenplay published by Henry and Holt and Company. Why would they want the screenplay of this movie? Cool movie though. Really cool cinematography. What does it say? Boring. Somebody wrote on it and crossed it out. Boring rental. Well, you're boring. I don't know if I showed this off all these or not. Well, we're doing them again if we have some of them. Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. I just saw a horror movie and I plucked it out. It's in good shape. Maybe I'll clean up the box a little bit. Never seen Poltergeist 2. I barely remember Poltergeist 1. Oh yeah, Craig T. Nelson's in there. I think I did show this off. Well, you're seeing it again. Benny Hill and Belinda Lee. Who done it? I guess he did an early whodunit spoof movie. Very early Benny Hill. The British Sterling Collection. The finest in boobery. Literally, with Benny Hill. Comedian Benny Hill stars as Defective Detective. Hugo Dill. He's a devoted Pulp Fiction fan, starts to go into business as a private eye, but he sucks. Huh, this could be kind of interesting, actually. Now that I'm reading it. Basil Dearden. Huh. So it's got some lineage to it. Who Done It? In Polar Pictures. Realms of Passion. I popped this in for a few minutes. I could come back to it. I guess kind of Nagisa Oshima movie, the director of In the Realm of the Senses. So I think they're trying to ape off that with this. This is really quite a different film. I think it has nothing to do with In the Realm of the Senses. But they put In the Realm of Passion in America. Fox Lorber released, I guess. In the Realm of the Senses being famous for hardcore sex scenes and erotic scenes and having some memorable moments. Interesting art film, though. I wonder what this one's... I don't think it's all sex, this one. They're just trying to make it look like that. Whereas the other movie is. So this is going to be Japanese with English subtitles. Stunning, gripping. So this is probably quite a good movie, to tell you the truth. Pop it in now that I got... won Best Director and Silver Palm at Cannes Film Festival. I'll probably pop this in now that I got a better setup going. Look a little better. Really think my VHS tapes look pretty good on my current setup. Famous Australian movie Breaker Morant, which is like, is it Brian Brown looking kind of like Michael Caine? Oh no, there he is. Oh, what is that? Bob Peck? What's that guy's name? He's British, I thought. Bruce Bereford's Breaker Morant. I have seen this so long ago. Kind of a Gallipoli type thing going on. Really old war stuff. Winner of 10 Australian Film Awards. They didn't make a ton of films. Oh, Edward Woodward, that's what I'm trying to think of. The guy who played Callan. He's quite good in everything. I like to see him. I really liked that show. And it had a movie as well. IBE Entertainment. This was quite famous. You'd see this around in different versions than this. You'd see it all sorts of VHS versions. Wow, this looks like a long movie. Oh, 107. Not really. Huh. Pretty much. Something kind of blaxploitation adjacent. We got the Dolomite Collection. Rudy Ray Moore is Rude. So I guess this is just his stand-up comedy. He did a stand-up tape. Rudy Ray Moore of Dolomite fame. Yeah, this is probably not as funny as you'd think it would be. But good to have. I like the cover for sure. Rude. Kidnapped in Paradise. Jolie Fisher. I think we're kind of aping off the Jaws cover, Jaws poster. No idea what this is. Just a really cheesy looking movie. Early 90s movie, I suppose. Jolie Fisher and Charlotte Ross star in the psychological action thriller about danger and lust in the tropics. That doesn't give you much to hang on to, does it? This looks like a really cheap movie. Well, Universal, they were putting out crap. Oh, it's all the way. I gotta rewind it. I don't want to think. I thought I talked about this last time. I think my VHS tapes mixed up. I don't know why I bought this Charles Bronson movie, 10 to Midnight. I see a lot of his movies on VHS. And I was like, oh, cool, Charles Bronson. But then I see him too much. And I'm just like, I don't want like 80s era elderly Charles Bronson movies anymore. I'm getting sick of them. This might be somewhat good. Have to see. Japanese film again. Paxing Woman from the creator of Tampopo, which I grew up with, is one of my favorites, absolute favorites. This Japanese director Yuzo Itami. He was famous for this and for The Funeral. It was his first movie. I think that was a kind of a big kind of sleeper hit at festivals, and then Tampopo is kind of the most well remembered. It's about a man who's teaches a woman how to start a ramen shop. Kind of interesting. Comedic elements. This too. It's a woman who's like a tax investigator trying to stop people from committing fraud in Japan, and then she just won't give up. She's just like a bulldog. I haven't seen this in years, but it's a pretty good movie. The big Blockbuster sticker I need to try to get off of it. There's some Gugon. Curiously witty with comic detail. I haven't seen this in forever. It's probably been 20, 30 years. I was probably 15 or so when I watched this. It's all sticky. Fox Lorber. Let's see here. Another Good Times tape I have. Scirocco with Humphrey Bogart. Bogart is the hero in this action-packed thriller. Well, great. I'm glad that Bogart's the hero in the movie that he's in. He Bogarted the movie, as you would. Huh. I guess this was sealed. Good Times, a great distributor. That looked kind of neat. He's a French colonel. Oh no. He's in Damascus, and a French colonel is promising him that he can escape. Huh. This is probably quite good. What the heck is this? The Enemy with Luke Perry and Olivia d'Abo. Olivia d'Abo was in the... Was that Miriam d'Abo? I always mix them up. That was in the Living Daylights movie. Oh, Roger Moore. That would be a Bond reunion. Tom Conti. Oh, he's cool from Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Another Nagisa Oshima movie. Terrorists have kidnapped a scientist, stolen the world's deadliest bioweapon, and threaten to kill millions of people unless their demands are met. They gotta call in the CIA agents and the scientist's son, Luke Perry. And Roger Moore is his Octopussy. I guess that's the epitome of his career. I don't know, I like this cover. Facade. Angus McFadden and Eric Roberts. When you see Eric Roberts, it's not exactly a sign of quality, especially as time went on, but I like the cover. It makes it look like an artistic movie. Maybe another, and a long line of romantic thrillers from that time. B movies. So I guess this was a promotional screener copy. Facade, Columbia Home Video. Well, I did not put a lot into their screeners. Heck. Dead Fire. It almost looks like this was printed or something, but no, this is the real cover, I think. Put this in the middle. The future of mankind is history. Haha. From York Home Entertainment and Maverick. This is like a really cheap sci-fi movie from the late 80s, early 90s. The greatest battle of all time has just begun. Matt Frewer from Max Headroom. Oh, is it just Max Headroom? Oh, see Thomas Howell from Outsiders. They didn't put that. They put like things I never heard of. Monica Schnarr from The Peacekeeper, Bulletproof Heart. I guess Peacekeeper was that one that was like that Dolph Lundgren movie, like Come in Peace. Was that it? I don't know. This could be fun. Oh, awesome label. Good far. Maybe there's something written under this piece of paper. Maybe this was a reprinted box. Who knows? Here's one with inverted colors for some reason. Highway Hitcher with William Forsythe, James LaGrosse, and Elizabeth Pena. This looks kind of cool. I don't think it's as much a horror movie as they're trying to make it out to be. More of a thriller. But he's got to find a serial killer. Another York classic. Huh. He's in Reno. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful Reno film. You don't see him quite a bit. He was more of a bit character than a full-on star. Huh, I think we're nearing the end of what I brought out. Maybe I'll have to make an edit and bring more tapes out. Ugh. Oh no, there's some hiding in the back. What do we got? I don't know why I bought this. This is The Coming Plague, a TBS. Apparently, if you called in the TV station, you could get a copy of it. It's still sealed. I think it's a documentary about like things like SARS and eventually COVID, I guess, but pandemics. I think it's just on YouTube. I thought it might be lost media or something, so picked it up. Not much here. Maybe I'll get rid of it. April 20th, 1997 at 9 p.m. it aired. TBS Superstation. Here's a weird one. Found this like a DVD rip somebody made of Ichi the Killer, which did have a VHS in Japan, I believe. Very famous movie, Tanaru Asano. Cat 3, oh yeah. So this would have been a Hong Kong release of a Japanese movie. They just took a DVD and put it on the VHS tape and sold it. Really weird. Definitely homemade. And they put like the Mayha releasing and everything on there. And this is obviously a pirated tape. Yeah, they put a little label. They put something into this. It looks kind of normal. Discoloration all around the outside of this. Just a weird little thing. Somebody was pirating Ichi the Killer in Hong Kong on VHS. Good for them. There's a drama, loopy drama I didn't watch that I picked up because it's an Australian movie, has the little Australian flag. And as we know by all the, if you watched all the videos, I collect Australian movies if I can. Woman from My Brilliant Career, that was a good movie with Sam Neill. Lonely Hearts, I wonder what this is about. Just old people finding love in their middle age. Yeah, something to pop in and definitely, oh, they kind of ripped it. I'm going to have to tape that up or glue it on. Come on out. Come on out and play. Lonely Hearts from Embassy. It's kind of real obscure kind of movie. Swirl. Get ready to mix it up. I guess we're talking about race relations. That's all the movie has going for it. Is interracial couples. Is enough to make a movie apparently. This looks really low budgety. Somebody's college project or something, but somebody put it out. For a time I put my VHS tapes and things on the, what's that website? Artisan Entertainment. So a big name put this out. 85 minutes. I put my movies on Letterboxd so I could look at the posters, and this was like the only one that didn't have a poster. A Lee Wilson film. Oh, the Lee Wilson. Spirits of the Dead. Tales of the Macabre by Edgar Allan Poe, and we've got like, so it's going to be a number of directors. Fellini, Mo, Vadim, and then the stars are some people like Alain Delon, Jane Fonda, Terrence Stamp, and Brigitte Bardot. So these are probably really cool. This is in good shape too. Is this? This just says Janus. We're not in the Criterion era yet. Home Vision Cinema. So never beat the devil till you're dead. Oh, there's like Terrence Stamp is like a singer or something. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, watch the first part. The Classic Collection. Here to the Dead. Brigitte Bardot gets top billing. Boy, I don't know. I probably had this for decades at my dad's house. Just an episode of the redo of Buck Rogers in the late 70s with I always used to rent the movie because I thought it was cheesy. The kind of like kickoff movie they made for Buck Rogers across the 25th century. So it was cool to have the episode Space Vampire. I don't know what this is about. Just an episode of this TV show. 47 minutes. And my last little pile back here. Let's look at this. I got this in Hawaii in the thrift store. Burnt Offering is one of those cool ones. It's got the whole, well, it's really beat up now. I've gone a little all over with it, but it's a little case with a little plastic insert. Burnt Offerings. Let's look at it. Oh, the whole thing came out like a thing that you put cookies in. MGM USA. This is heavy as. It's got a rattle in it. This is heavy as all get out. Karen Black. There she is. Oliver Reed. He's really great. Burgess Meredith's in there somewhere. Betty Davis, apparently, too. An old lady, Betty Davis. Oh, there she is. Like a cool horror movie. Somebody put a label thing on it. I didn't try to take it off, and it was ripping the thing, so I left it. I got a stupid label on it. There's Oliver Reed. At Shore Road, all hell is breaking loose. Literally. Because they're going to hell. Burnt Offerings. See if I can get this pile back over here. Some more stupid stuff. I don't know why I bought it. In a plastic rental case. Hagler and Leonard super fight. You want to watch this fight from the 80s? Here it is. I have it on tape. I'm not pulling this out. I hate these cases. You know, Hollywood Video had these. I guess I will pull it out. Oh, get out. Oh. Well, the label fell off. Looks like somebody tried to tape it on, but it fell off again. They didn't do a good job. This movie is rated PG. Well, not a movie, so Honda put it out. The esteemed Honda, makers of the Accord. 2 pack of Beatles documentaries. These are probably made by Good Times themselves or somebody. They're really terrible, I'm sure, these documentaries. Beatles Unauthorized and Fun with the Fab Four. Well, I like the Beatles. So, whatever. Maybe I'll get rid of this, sell it for 10 cents. The British mini-series of Lion. Why does this have like a weird stain on it? Clean that up later. The British mini-series of Chronicles of Narnia. I used to watch this over and over. I had this exact box as a kid. And I think I brought it to school. And we all watched it at school. Because we were doing The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe at some point. And then I never saw it again. I never could get it back. So I saw it one day at the thrift store and bought it. Why not? Award-winning video edition. So this set won awards. Wonderful family. This looks like it was put out by PBS. Public media video. It does say that. It says, or at least public in it. I don't know anybody in this, but I remember very influential in my youth, this kind of thing. I was a big Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe fan, believe it or not. Wonder why this one's all with a tiny spool and this one's got a giant spool. 174 minutes. Part 1 and is these homemade labels, or I guess the company probably did, I guess. Oh, what's this? Was there a little book? I don't think I had this. Whatever, I'll play with that later. But the program. What are we looking at? Telling us little bits, little appendix to the movie? What? About how the books were published? There's a word search? That's so stupid. What are we doing? couple more tapes. How we doing on time? Why me? I'm not sure this has an American DVD release. Christopher Lambert and Christopher Lloyd. Finally, the two Christophers together at last. Kind of a fun comedy heist movie. Oh, this is another one that's like, pick this up for your, you got a special standee with it for your rental store. Yeah, it's like a typewriter written label. Interesting. Pretty rare one. If you're gonna watch it, it's probably gonna be on this format. Stephen King, sometimes they come back. I sold a bunch of Stephen King tapes in the lot, and I should have put this in there. I didn't think to. I think this is a TV movie. In stereo. Horror, thriller. Tim Matheson. This one, Animal House. Seems interesting. I don't know if it's a TV movie or not. Who knows? Oh, it's got a Blockbuster sticker on it. Oh, this isn't even the movie. That's why I didn't sell it. Urban Legends, Final Cut. Well, I'm off the download. Sometimes they come back and put it in this box. I'll keep it separate so I remember. And Bombay Talkie, last one we'll look at today. I guess that's a Merchant Ivory movie, so directed by James Ivory. He did kind of the, what was it, Howard's End and Remains of the Day and Room with a View and all those. But he's actually making movies in India. I guess because Merchant was Indian. Well, that's kind of cool. Indian movie by James Ivory. Looks like they had a lot of expensive set pieces and all sorts of things. The Classic Collection. So we're not Criterion. I might be wrong in talking about Criterion and VHS. It's more the Classic Collection, which is a similar looking thing. Merchant Ivory. Janus Films. Well, this is probably quite good. Pop that in the next 10 years at some point. But yeah, we'll have to get to the last part of my tapes if I'm able to dig them out of where I got them and go through them. I think tapes are hotter right now than laser discs. People like to see tapes, but unfortunately not a ton to say about a lot of these, so we'll plow through them and get to the next part. And anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time.